Good evening, everyone. We'll start in a few minutes. We'll let everyone join in. We're just waiting a couple minutes so that more people can join in. I'll start at 9 sharp. All right, let's begin. We'll start with the GK quiz for today. Decode politics. So today's paragraph is related to the recent elections. I'll read it out. What is the one's role and how often it has been an opposition MP? I couldn't give a direct title as it would give away the answer, so I have written Decode Politics. This constitutional post was vacant from 2019 to 2024. The opposition wants it now, and the election is scheduled to be held after the two is elected on Wednesday. The opposition had the post of one continuously from 1990 through 2014. The government has sought support from the opposition from Om Birla, its candidate for two, but has been unwilling to extend any assurances on the post of one. The India bloc has, therefore, forced a contest by nominating K. Suresh of the Congress as its candidate for two. It is unclear, however, whether the Trinamool Congress will support Suresh. All right, let's move on to the first question for the day. Great to see more people joining in every day. What post is one? It is indeed deputy speaker. A lot of people confuse it with speaker. We have a similar question. Second question. What post is two? That's the question this time. Yeah. I think most of you will get it this time. Speaker. I guess a lot of you were still confused, but it is speaker. Government can't elect the leader of opposition, right? Speaker post is being contested. In fact, elections, I believe, were held today. The article I picked was a day or two old. So, who is the current leader of opposition in the current Lok Sabha? Lok Sabha, that's the question. Rahul Gandhi is indeed the answer. Uh, Similar question, fourth question. Who is the leader of opposition in the current Rajya Sabha? Rajya Sabha is this question. Think a lot of you will get it this time, especially those who were confused earlier. Maybe they'll get it. Yep, it is indeed Mallikarjun Kharge. He is the presiding officer of Indian National Congress, but since he is a Rajya Sabha MP, not a Lok Sabha MP, he is leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha, and Rahul Gandhi is leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha. Moving on to final question from this paragraph. What is the minimum number of MPs that the largest opposition party must have to elect a leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha? You could say the quorum. If you know the fraction, you can also find out the number that way. Little bit of mental maths. It's 55. 1/10. That's how many seats. So 543 seats. That's 1/10 is 54.3. You round it up to get 55. You need 55 MPs in one party to get a leader of opposition. We haven't had one for last two Lok Sabhas, but this time Congress did manage to get 99 seats, MPs. So they have elected a leader of opposition. Let's see. Xavier's on top, but someone who is anonymous is quite close, as well as Shruti and Wolf. Dash is a commonly used term for poor quality alcohol. This has been relevant. You'd heard a lot of dash tragedies in the news. Hooch, yep, hooch is the answer. Hooch tragedies is a growing issue, especially in some states like Bihar, where prohibition has been implemented. Not in all the prohibition states, but in Bihar, there has been a lot of hooch tragedies. So that might come as a paragraph. You even perhaps from legal point of view, there might be something. So I decided to include it. But speaking of legal point of view, let's move on to our next question. What is the full form of PESA? PESA. What is its full form? It is Panchayat Extension Scheduled Areas Act. That's what PESA refers to. Basically, the regular form of panchayat you might have studied in a school or a civil polity, right? That isn't exactly implemented in certain specific areas, scheduled areas, because they have their own customs, especially the scheduled tribes. Especially in the northeast, there are a lot of scheduled areas, so they have their own specific customs and local bodies, you could say. So special specifications have been made to ensure their custom and autonomy is protected, but panchayat bodies, uniform panchayat bodies, are still established. So that's what PESA is for. You should definitely read up about it. It's an important topic in legal, but from GK point of view, you could be asked a question like the one that just came. Which city has recently been recognized as World Craft City? Srinagar. That is indeed correct answer. Some of you got confused with Udaipur, but yeah, Srinagar is the answer. It has been recently recognized as World Craft City. Moving on, ninth question. Recently, the Dash meeting of the GST Council has approved several measures. So, what has been the recent meeting? By the time CLAT comes, there will be another meeting in August, maybe another after that, I'm not sure. So, you should read up on the number. It's a small factoid, might come in handy. 53rd meeting, 52nd, 53rd, you got a bit confused, they're quite close. 53rd is it is. 54th will be held in August. GST, of course, important issue, important policy. Last question for today. Dash is a bio-based binder derived from renewable resources like vegetable oils, crop stubble, algae lignin, a component of wood, or even animal manure. So it's a bio-based binder. That's the key. So if you're familiar with the options, it should be easy for you. Biobitumen. Yeah, a lot of you went for biogas or biofuel because of the ingredients, especially animal manure is used in biogas a lot. Of biofuel involves corn, among other things. But we are asking about a bio-based binder. So bitumen is used in roads. Normal bitumen, that's coal-based, but bio-based binder, biobitumen, India is investing in it, has recently launched initiatives for that. So that's why I put a question in. Biobitumen is the answer, right? Let's see the final leaderboard for today. It seems the anonymous person wins by a huge margin, but Xavier and Shruti quite close. Great effort by the rest on the leaderboard as well, and everyone who participated. Thank you, everyone, and good night. That's it for the day. I'll end the stream now unless anyone wants to ask anything, they can. Right then, I'll end the stream.